intelligent portion presents 12 cruel bits of insight you really want to acknowledge to carry on with a blissful life. We as a whole need a cheerful and satisfying life, however, a couple of individuals really accomplish it. It's unreasonable to continue doing likewise old thing and anticipate that conditions should change. Sadly, that is not the way in which life works, whether it be because of dread, apathy, or obliviousness. Individuals frequently ignore the things that really have an effect. No matter what your ongoing circumstance, tolerating the following unforgiving insights about existence will add to your future bliss. Number 1, you're not so significant. Recollect that time you stumbled and fell. Certain individuals giggled and others inquired as to whether you were all right. Obviously you were fine. Yet humiliated too much, you thought they'd be recounting you until the end of your life. In all actuality, you're simply not excessively significant. We assume an extremely minor part in others' lives, however humiliating as it might have been for you. Every other person presumably disregarded what occurred after a brief time. Very much like you're enveloped with your own life. So are they, and that is not something terrible. It's simply an unavoidable truth. Number 2, not every person will like you. Recall that well-known young lady or fellow in secondary school who was generally the focal point of consideration. Also, everybody appeared to like, not every person can be that individual, and you shouldn't endeavor to be life. Isn't a notoriety challenge, and not every person will see your actual worth and value you. So rather than ruminating on that, consider how you can be a superior variant of yourself, attempting to win over other people who don't exactly make any difference. At any rate, it's an exercise in futility. Carry on with your life, encompassed by individuals who acknowledge you as you are. Number 3, you are not characterized by what you have. Many individuals need to accept and attempt to persuade themselves that cash doesn't make any difference that much. In all actuality, cash, while not all things are important to flourish in the present society. It may not buy bliss, but rather it puts a rooftop over your head, shoes on your feet, and food on the table. Everything we want to get by. That being said, cash and the things that gives don't characterize what your identity is. An individual with a colossal house and costly vehicle isn't really better compared to somebody who lives in a condo and rides the transport, paying little mind to what you have. Individuals structure their own view of you in light of your steady activities and what you mean for them. Actually. Number 4, you generally have a decision. We are not just the survivors of outside powers. We have the force of decision, and you can conclude how you answer what befalls you. Assuming somebody were smacking you directly upside the head, could you remain there and let them keep punching you? Ideally not. And keeping in mind that you may be enticed to punch back, basically moving far removed is reasonable, a superior choice. Applying this guide to regular daily existence, you are the one in particular who can decide how others treat you. Assuming somebody recognizes your prosperity, it's totally adequate to leave. The cruel truth is that the way in which others treat you depends on what you permit. So in the event that you can regard others, you'll be regarded. In any case, assuming you carry on like a mat, it will without a doubt guarantee that others will abuse you. Number 5, your sentiments are brought about by your viewpoints. This will sound pretty meta, however, we feel no specific way about something on account of that thing itself. Maybe we feel as such as a result of our impression of that thing, individual, or circumstance. In short, our considerations make our sentiments, and our sentiments decide our way of behaving. Hence, if you need to feel in an unexpected way, begin with your viewpoints. Number 6, on the off chance that you don't figure out how to be responsible, you will be considered responsible. Your words and choices have outcomes, whether positive or negative. In the event that you don't consider yourself responsible, another person clearly will. On a large-scale level, responsibility is expected to keep everything under control in the public arena. On a more limited size, it assists us with keeping up with our uprightness so we can be better people and have more joyful existences. Number 7, individuals believe that you should get along admirably, yet worse than them, while certain individuals really believe that you should succeed. Others may simply do as such until you take steps to beat them. Be knowing of others' thought processes and don't burn through your time or energy on the individuals who don't have your well-being at the top of the priority list. Overlook the cynicism and continue to stroll toward your objectives. Devotion, diligence, and consistency will get you where you need to go. Number 8, there is no ideal opportunity to do anything. Individuals frequently need to trust that the perfect opportunity will follow through with something or roll out an improvement. However, paying little mind to what it is, you'll generally have the option to think of a reason not to begin something, whether it's because of an absence of cash, your age, not sufficient opportunity, or whatever else. Sadly, the unforgiving truth is that the ideal time doesn't exist. Also, that thing you've been putting off may never finish. Number 9, somebody generally has it preferable or more regrettable over you. Your circumstance could generally be better, or it very well may be more terrible. Try not to wrongly contrast yourself with others. It's counterproductive. What's more, frequently deterring since everything in life is relative. What may be a cakewalk for you may be really difficult for another person. What's more, the other way around generally be caring to yourself as well as other people. Number 10. Dread will hold you back from living. It's normal to encounter dread while experiencing a novel, new thing. It's a natural reaction to the obscure, yet you can't permit it to prevent you from attempting various things. Essentially perceive that it's new and move toward it with a mentality of fervor and interest. On the off chance that you don't overcome your apprehension, it can undoubtedly prompt botched open doors. After all, life is brimming with invigorating difficulties, saved for the individuals who are adequately strong to get out of their usual range of familiarity. Number 11, your assumptions caused frustration. Whenever somebody lets you down, it's normally the consequence of your own unreasonable or misguided assumptions as opposed to the weaknesses of others. Circumstances don't necessarily in all cases pan out precisely as we trust, and that is not a problem. So hold your assumptions under control. It will keep you from being disheartened pointlessly. Number 12, you carry on with the existence you make for yourself. Taking responsibility for life is one of the most enabling things you can do. Assuming you're discontent with the present circumstance, you're the main individual who can roll out the fundamental improvements to further develop it. In the event that you get your day going off base, you can either permit the remainder of your day to be demolished, or you can assume command and do what's important to make something happen. The sooner you recognize that you alone are answerable for and equipped for making your own conditions, the sooner you'll begin to move toward carrying on with the existence you want. A great many people could do without to hear these widespread insights, and keeping in mind that they might appear to be a piece cruel, they will undoubtedly spring up in your everyday life. So it's vital to know about them and to acknowledge them. When you do, you'll observe your days a lot more joyful and seriously satisfying. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumb up and share with your friend. Thank you for watching.